Welcome to Tulsa Speedway, located 6.5 miles north of downtown Tulsa, as United Artists Cable presents the best in open wheel action. It's the second edition of the 1992 year of Checkered Flag. And we have open wheel action for you as the sprint cars and super modifieds get heated up here at the Speedway. Hello again, Don King, along with Mark Champion as we get set. We're in front of Jerry Stone's car, who last week won the World of Outlaws event here at the Speedway. Hope you enjoyed the coverage on United Artists Cable Channel 3. Jerry pocketing close to $5,000 for that win. He's the defending NCRA champion. Is Jerry Stone destined for the World of Outlaws circuit, Mark Champion?
Don, I tell you what, last week he looked like he was ready for him. He beat the World of Outlaws, a local driver beating people like Sammy Swindell, Steve Kinzer. It was incredible. He put on a show, Don, that was just should have had the fans on their feet lap after lap. He is going to be tough to beat tonight. He's the man to watch out for.
Donnie Crawford also doing very well in the sprint cars as we get into the stretch of things after the early going. Now in the super modifieds, one of the guys that's been very interesting is a former Friday night driver, now in the super modifieds, Randy Stickenberg.
You bet. He's giving David Chaplin and Dean Bayouth a run for their money. He's a really consistent driver, finishing up there. Never won a feature, but he's really up there far in points, Tom.
Dean Bayouth is on fire as well. He's won, what, 3 in a row?
Oh, he's just incredible. He's awesome.
We'll come back in just a moment with the starting lineups, the first few heat races. But first, J.V. Haney, part of our broadcasting crew. He's in the pits at this time.
Thanks, Don and Mark. Set for another exciting night of racing here at Tulsa Speedway. Stan Durrett, the owner-operator, joins me. And Stan, reflecting back last week, an exciting night with the World of Outlaws.
Hey, it's a great crowd. Local boy wins it. What else could you ask for?
And, of course, everyone's asking, will they be back again this year?
Well, Ted and I are talking about a couple of different dates, and I don't know what's going to happen yet. It's kind of doubtful, but we're working on it.
Let's take a look here at the super modified division, Stan. Certainly growing in large numbers, something that you like, but was it a problem?
Hey, everybody would like to have the problem I've got with the super modifieds. 2 weeks ago, we had 51. The week after that, 52. Last week, I think we had about 45. Tonight, I don't know how many we got, but we got a pit full.
Should be an exciting night, then.
It's going to be a great night.
Stan Durrett, the owner-operator at Tulsa Speedway, with us. Stay with us. Racing coming up next.
Miller Genuine Draft Checkered Flag is being brought to you by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and Miller Genuine Draft Light, taking the country by storm. By Dick Lane's Yamaha Sea-Doo, Broken Arrow, and Grand Lakes. By Lambert's Quality Engines. From start to finish, nobody does it better than Lambert. By Tulsa Speedway, the greatest show on dirt. And by Sooner Optical, quality glasses at 51st and Yale.
Cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
If you ever wanted to learn to drive a race car, Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving has the ultimate opportunity for you. A professional crew takes care of the details, providing a suit, gloves, helmet, race car, and one of the nation's most user-friendly tracks, Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. Some basics can be covered in the classroom, but the real education is on the track. That's where you will be, at the wheel of a real race car. Experienced instructors turn your dreams into reality. Contact the Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving.
Lambert's Quality Engines has a new location. We're bigger and better than ever before. One of the largest and most modern facilities in Oklahoma. But just like always, we're helping folks feel they're driving a brand new car at a fraction of the cost with their own remanufactured engine or one of the many shorter long blocks already in stock. If your engine's ready for a new lease on life, come see us. We're the installation experts, honest and affordable. 7105 East Admiral. From start to finish, nobody does it better than Lambert's.
Miller Genuine Draft Checkered Flag continuing now as we advance to the sprint cars. We have 3 heats coming up. Kelly Brewer, car number 28. Sammy Phillips, car number 45 in on the front row. Brewer from Owasso, Oklahoma. Sammy Phillips from Sand Springs, both Tulsa suburbs.
Looking through this lineup, Don, it's quite a lineup right here. Donnie Crawford, last year's champion in the sprint division in that beautiful Sunoco number 100 car. He is going to be battling with Jerry Stone, last week's World of Outlaws A feature winner. Jerry Stone.
Leading the points right now in the sprint car division is Mike Peters from Wichita. Here we go.
Green flag.
We'll keep our eye on car 24, Jerry Stone, and car number 100, Donnie Crawford.
And look who's leading. It's Jimmy Lambert Jr. debuting a brand new 92 chassis out there. Brand new car for him. They just got it started today. I talked to him in the pits. He said he's not sure how it's going to run tonight because it is brand new. They had some magneto problems. They got those fixed. He said, we just got it started an hour before we got to the racetrack.
The top 5 in the sprints will advance to the main event.
Another man that's driving a brand new chassis tonight, that's Jerry Stone. Last week when he won the World of Outlaws sprint feature, that was an old car, but he's got a brand new car tonight. He was kind of concerned about the way his car was going to run tonight. Another man that we can keep our eyes on throughout the evening is Steve Enlow. He's a rookie. His first time out in the sprint car in the 3X car. There's Jerry Stone right there.
Car number 24 battling Phillips for second place.
Jimmy Lambert Jr. in the 92 brand new Black Beauty doing an outstanding job. And there's Jerry Stone moving into second.
Halfway through this 8-lap heat race, and again it was Stone. In second place here in this heat, as you see Phillips dropping to third. There's Stone, car number 24. It was he who won the World of Outlaws main event last week here at the Speedway on our premier edition of Checkered Flag. They're going from green flag to checkered flag with this heat race belonging to Jimmy Lambert Jr.
Boy, that's a beautiful car, a brand new car. He's really doing a good job in it.
25-year-old fireman taking care of business. He's from Collinsville. One of his crew members, Larry Bentley, was awarded the Junior Taft Memorial Award here at the Speedway this past winter for Larry Bentley being named the Outstanding Pit Man of the Year.
Well, Jimmy Lambert's got 2 more left-hand turns to hold off Jerry Stone, and a charging Jerry Stone right there. Not enough time, though, for Jerry, so Jimmy Lambert Jr. is going to win the first sprint heat of the evening, his first in a brand new car.
And behind Stone was Sammy Phillips, finishing 4th, Donnie Crawford, and coming in 5th for that final qualifying spot, car number 61, Ernest Jennings from Norman, Oklahoma. So there are your top 5 finishers as we've completed 1 of 3 heat races with the sprint cars on Miller Genuine Draft's Checkered Flag.
Hi, I'm Steve Owens. It takes more than just good players and great fans. It takes a total team effort. For the OU athletic program to continue to improve both academically and athletically, we've got to have the resources. Excellence is expensive. The solution? Join the Sooner Club. In order to provide the financial assistance so necessary to keep our program on the rise. Be more than just a fan. Be a part of our team. Join the Sooner Club today. Call us at 405-325-8000.
When Tim and Marcy first met, they really hit it off.
I told you time and time again I'm not going to follow it. Don't ever make me look that way again.
They still do.
Never do that again. I'm going to...
What do you really give when you give blood?
Another summer. Another song. Another hug.
Good game, man. Don't worry about it.
You give another chance.
Mark, this might be our most competitive heat race. Charles Barsh, car number 7B, and Billy Turner from El Reno, just outside Oklahoma City on the front row. Turner certainly capable of winning this one flag to flag. Charlie Frazier also in this race in 10th. Shane Stewart, a youngster, in 8th place in the season standings. Tony Edmondson in car number 2 in 6th place in the season standings. Aaron Lemons 5th place. And Tommy Estes Jr., car number 55 in 2nd place. So you got 2nd, 5th, 6th, 8th, and 10th in the season standings. You've got 5 of the top 10 in the season standings in this heat race alone.
Competitive is just mild when you're talking about those drivers out there. I visited with Tommy Estes Jr. in the pits earlier this evening, and he said that they've been struggling with the car all season long. They have had it too tight. They changed tires. They went from one brand to another. They've changed gears. They've done some different things with the wings. He thinks they're going to be ready tonight.
Get the green flag from Chuck Sterling. And a great start for car 81, Charlie Frazier outside. Car 88, Billy Turner on the inside.
Turner doing a good job on holding on to first.
Boy, who's that in the middle there in second?
Tony Evanson, yellow, number 2.
Car 2S is Shane Stewart. He made a bid to go between a couple of cars out of turn 4. He drops back and settles for 4th.
There's 81, Charlie Frazier.
The leader is car 88, Billy Turner. Tony Edmondson second. Charlie Frazier third. Tommy Estes Jr. fourth. Shane Stewart fifth.
There moves Tommy Estes into third, taking that low road down.
Battle there for second place, or for third place, rather.
Getting ready to be a really good battle for first. Well, as I say that, they did kind of lengthen that lead between Turner and Edmondson.
There are the 2 yellow cars in the race, and they've got 1 and 2 right now wrapped up. Billy Turner and Tony Edmondson. Turner races over in the Tulsa area quite a bit, even though he's from the Oklahoma City area out of El Reno. And races on the NCRA circuit.
And boy, just a lap before that, just a couple of turns before that, Shane Stewart and Aaron Lemons just almost got together coming out of that number 2 turn right there, Don.
And it is Stewart, the youngster, taking 4th place. Stewart doesn't even have a driver's license yet. He's in a machine that is incredible as he drops now back to 5th behind Lemons. There's Lemons in 4th.
Aaron told me tonight to get the broom out. He's going to sweep. Well, you better hurry.
White flag out. 1 more for lap for Billy Turner. Tony Edmondson second. Tommy Estes Jr. third. Aaron Lemons fourth. Shane Stewart fifth.
Turner, as you've seen there, the number 88 car, really lengthening out that lead now to take this checkered flag.
Checker for Billy Turner.
Edmondson second and Tommy Estes third. Aaron Lemons fourth.
So it is Billy Turner, veteran driver. He just purchased that car last summer. And he takes care of business winning his heat race. 1 more heat race to go in the sprint cars from Tulsa Speedway.
Miller Genuine Draft Checkered Flag is being brought to you by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and Miller Genuine Draft Light, taking the country by storm. By Creek County Speedway, the place to race. By Big 4 Service and Supply, your one-stop filter shop. By Lady Godiva, the best little dance hall in Tulsa. And by Hallett Motor Racing Service, home of the Stevens School of High Performance Driving. Come out for exciting racing action every Friday and Saturday night. Tulsa Speedway, Highway 75 and 66th Street North.
Nothing starts more trouble than dirt. And no air filter stops more dirt than Fram.
Oh, no!
Oh, yeah. Fram, the end of the road for dirt.
To get your Fram filters for any filtration need, high performance automotive or industrial, call Big 4 Service and Supply toll free at 1-800-USA-BIG 4. That's 1-800-872-2444. Big 4 Service and Supply, your one-stop filter shop.
Driving car number 66 tonight at Tulsa Speedway is Mike Peters. Mike leads the sprint car division in points here at Tulsa Speedway out of Wichita, Kansas. And Mike, coming as far away as Wichita, a lot of people maybe think that's a long way to come, but actually in racing it isn't.
No, it's really not, especially sprint car racing. It's a 3-hour drive for me, and that's not that unusual at all. I've driven a lot further to go racing before, so Tulsa's really about the closest place I have to come.
And you've been racing here at Tulsa for a number of years, and of course you have to feel good about leading in the point standing at this time.
Well, it's still real early, and I usually don't start off as strong, and I don't know, hopefully we'll even get a little bit better as the season goes along. I'm kind of a slow starter. But as far as the points, I don't think we're going to race for points. It just happened that we're leading right now. We have some other things we'd like to do, and we may not be able to be here enough to race for points.
I know you raced at other places. How would you compare other tracks with Tulsa Speedway?
Well, Tulsa's usually got 2 grooves, which is nice. There isn't too much follow the leader type racing here. It's easy on tires. It's a nice facility. It's well lighted, which a lot of people probably take that for granted, but I've been to a lot of tracks that are real dark. You can't hardly see the end of the track, and so it's a nice place to come and race. I enjoy coming here.
Mike, always sponsorship is so important, and Phillips 66, a major sponsor of your racing team, but also aboard this year, Sooner Optical, who helps us here on the checkered flag, and you have to be pleased with them.
Oh, they've helped us out a lot. Trop Arctic and Sooner Optical have both pitched in and kept us in good equipment. And we've also got a new Westmar racing engine tonight that they've helped us on, and Performance Corner helps us. Without all these people's help, we probably wouldn't get to race near as much as we do.
Well, best of luck here at Tulsa Speedway tonight.
Well, thank you very much.
Mike Peters out of Wichita, Kansas, driving car number 66, racing here tonight at Tulsa Speedway.
Don, here's upcoming for the fans at home is a replay of that wild race between Shane Stewart and Aaron Lemons are coming into turn 2. As you can see, Shane diving down low on Aaron Lemons there in turn 2, almost making contact there, and Aaron really had to back out of that race car.
Car 81 on the outside, Charlie Frazier. Quite a move from a young kid that doesn't even have his driver's license yet. He's 15 years old against a veteran like Aaron Lemons.
Mm-hmm. And I bet Charlie was going, now guys, easy, easy boys, easy. I'm on the outside now.
We get ready for our third and final sprint car 8-lap heat race. On the front row is car number 7 from Tuttle, Oklahoma. Don Hand, that's in southern Oklahoma. Roy Lowers Jr. from Tulsa, also in row 1. Mike Peters from Wichita, Kansas, car number 66. Starts this thing in the back on the 4th row, and Mike Peters is the season point standings leader.
Also out there is Harold Harris, currently in 4th place in the sprint division, and John Worthen, who's in 7th. We've also got our Texas visitor, Bullet Bob Ewell, in the number 85 car from Forney, Texas out there, so he's one to keep an eye on also.
Bob has raced in the NCRA circuit quite a bit and raced up here at Tulsa last weekend with the World of Outlaws when they were in town.
It's always a pleasure, Don, to see Bob Ewell. He and his crew are a bunch of great people.
And we hope you're enjoying the action here on Home Sports Entertainment out of Texas as we start this 8-lap heat race. In car 67, Roy Lowers Jr. shirks his way to the lead, overtaking Don Hand, who's in his first race of the season.
Roy Lowers in that 67 car is really doing a good job.
John Worthen in 3rd place. Harold Harris, that familiar neon pink car number 1 and 4th. Out of turn 4, coming down the front straightaway.
There's a good shot of Bullet Bob. Harold Harris. John Worthen there. Oh, and there's Bullet Bob. Moving into 3rd. Just out of your picture, though. Roy Lowers in that yellow, number 67, really doing a good job holding on to 1st place. John Worthen running in 2nd. Bullet Bob in 3rd, giving him a run.
There's your battle right now for 2nd place as Roy Lowers has things hooked up.
You bet. And here comes Mike Peters in that Trop Arctic, number 66.
Mike Peters looking good. John Schaller from Houston, Texas, who started this race, heads to the pits in car number 50. So John Schaller gets a couple of laps in out of Houston, and then he heads to the pit. We're on lap number 6 of this 8-lap heat race, and Roy Lowers has things to himself. There's your 2nd place car. There's your 3rd place car, 59, John Worthen.
Bullet slammed the door when he took over second on John Worthen. As you can see right there, there's a good three-way battle for second place. Peters on the outside, going down that back straightaway.
I thought they were going to meet there.
I did too.
Going into turn 4.
White flag, one more time around. Peters on the outside, and that Trop Arctic number 66.
There's your battle. That's for third place. Flowers in the yellow 67 will grab first. Forney, Texas, Bob Ewell will grab second. The battle for third. They're on their feet at the Speedway. Mike Peters overtakes Worthen on the final turn for third place.
Great battle there, Don. The Roy Lowers in that 67 car right there in your picture doing an outstanding job, winning the third sprint heat.
So our heat races are completed here at the Tulsa Speedway. As you take a look at Don Hand in his first race, completed here at the Speedway, unscathed. And the winner of that heat race, 67, Roy Lowers Jr. And he had his car hooked up very well. He's in 12th place in the season point standings. And Lowers only 2 points ahead of Kelly Brewer. So that will help him hang on to that number 12 position in the sprint car point standings as we get set for more racing on Miller Genuine Draft's Checkered Flag.
If you ever wanted to learn to drive a race car, Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving has the ultimate opportunity for you. A professional crew takes care of the details, providing a suit, gloves, helmet, race car, and one of the nation's most user-friendly tracks, Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. Some basics can be covered in the classroom, but the real education is on the track. That's where you will be, at the wheel of a real race car. Experienced instructors turn your dreams into reality. Contact the Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving.
Spend your summer roosting the rest with a brand new Sea-Doo from Dick Lanes. Nowhere on the water can you match Sea-Doo for power, performance, and reliability. Powered by the awesome 580cc Rotax, the new XP is your ticket to excitement. Whether you're cruising with friends or busting a wave, the new XP is the perfect track. Sea-Doo's freedom of choice means you can do it all. And, of course, you're doing it in style. Check out the new XP, along with the complete line of Sea-Doo watercraft at Dick Lanes on 71st in Broken Arrow and at Port Carlos on Grand Lake.
Hi, I'm Steve Owens. It takes more than just good players and great fans. It takes a total team effort. For the OU athletic program to continue to improve both academically and athletically, we've got to have the resources. Excellence is expensive. The solution? Join the Sooner Club. In order to provide the financial assistance so necessary to keep our program on the rise. Be more than just a fan. Be a part of our team. Join the Sooner Club today. Call us at 405-325-8000.
Driving number 50 here tonight at Tulsa Speedway, that's the Miller Genuine Draft Cars, David Chappell. David, two-time defending champion here at Tulsa Speedway. And, hey, David, are we looking for a three-peat this year?
Well, we're going to try.
Very competitive class when we look at the super modifies. A larger number of cars this year, and what has created suddenly the surge of interest in the super modified division?
Well, I think it's the cost factor. It don't cost quite as much to run these cars as it does the sprint cars because of the motor expense. The chassis are about the same price and everything else, but the motor's just the big deal.
And some excellent drivers, very competitive division. I think that's why there's so much interest in it, is because of the competitiveness.
Yeah, we've got a lot of good drivers out here. There's probably 20 drivers at any time that could win an A feature just any time they want to. You know, if breaks come their way and things work down right, they can win.
And even though you're fifth in the standing at the present time, there's still a long way to go, and a guy can go from fifth, sixth to first place in one good evening of racing here at Tulsa Speedway.
Oh, yeah, we could do that, or we could go to 10th place. We could go either way. It just depends. You know, if you get the breaks, you can go to the front. If you don't get the breaks, you know, your points can go straight to the back. So, you know, everybody's real close. The top 10 or 15 cars, there's not very many points between everybody.
I know as the owner of the track, he likes to see this number of cars. As a driver, do you like to see the class get so large?
Well, I do. I think it makes a lot of fun. Everybody out here is kind of a big family, and we all race together, and I've been racing with a lot of these guys for years. And the more you have, the more fun you have. You know, just like a family reunion, the more people that show up, the better time you have. So that's the same here, too.
Of course, you're very competitive, and you don't like for those guys to beat you, do you?
Oh, no. I don't like for them to beat me, but, you know, they do.
Okay, best of luck tonight.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
David Chappell looking for 3 in a row here at Tulsa Speedway.
Get ready for the 5-lap Super Modified Trophy Dash with 5 cars. And you get trophy dash points here at the Speedway as well. 3 points for first place, 2 points for second place, and a point for third.
How many you get if you tie?
A tie?
Yeah.
There are dead heats in car racing, just like there are in horse racing.
Exactly. I'm just wondering how many points you get for a tie. That's a good trivia question for the race fans at home.
That's Dottie Davis up here, who's in charge of everything.
That's what she said.
Well, yeah, well, I believe her. I mean,
okay.
She tells me that. I'm going to go with it. John Tracy on the pole here, car number 16. Alan Lemons also in the front row, car 54. Green flag. These 5 cars were the heat winners of the super modified heat races. And Tracy is off and running. Car number 3, Alan Gordon.
Ooh, having some problems there.
He bobbled, but kept control. Here's Chappell in 4th, and Kenneth Hunter, who I thought ran the best race of any of the heat races, is in 5th.
Sometimes drivers like to come out here and just take a few laps, Don, instead of really trying to win the trophy dash. They might have made some changes on their cars. Want to bring their car out to kind of check it out. We have a little altercation there, but everybody's got things straightened around.
Looks like Burton got the back end of Chappell. They're all right. Yeah, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks, right? The trophy dash.
Exactly. That's the way they look at it. And some of them, like I say, just come out here just to test their car out because they maybe have made some major changes in the setup of the car. So they come out, take a few laps, not set their eyes on winning that trophy dash, just to test their car out and see if it's going to be all right for the feature.
Now, somebody like John Tracy, who needs some points, is probably a pretty big deal to him after winning the seat race and wanting to win the trophy dash.
Exactly. I used to work for Smiling Dan Diaz. Some old-time race fans at home might recognize that name. Used to drive Super Modified number 63. It was rumored, pretty strong, that he was quoted as saying one time, I'd run over my own mother to win a trophy dash. He would go all out for a trophy dash rather than a feature, it seemed like.
John Tracy hangs on, wire to wire, gets first. Kenneth Hunter moves up to second. And Alan Lemons moves into 3rd for the trophy dash finish. So congratulations to John Tracy. Tracy winning his first heat race of the season after winning the C feature event last week. And now he wins his first trophy dash of 1992.
Ooh, look at this. This is where they got to. David Chappell got together with number 3, Alan Burton, over there in turn 4. They got things kind of straightened around a little bit. Chappell almost getting completely around 360 degrees.
And a look at the Miller Genuine Draft car number 50, David Chappell, defending 2-time track champion in the super modified division here at Tulsa Speedway. Five-lap trophy dash for the sprinters, and what a quality lineup here on the front row. Car number 88, T, you just saw him earlier from El Reno. Billy Turner, Roy Lowers Jr. from Tulsa, also on the front row. Jimmy Lambert Jr., Tony Edmondson on the second row, and from Forney, Texas, Bob Ewell and Jerry Stone, who won last week's World of Outlaws main event here and defending NCRA champion, on the back row.
Place your bet, Don. Who's going to win it?
Oh, boy.
Who's going to win it?
Exactly right. Any of these 6 guys could win this thing.
This is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. I think I'll just have to flip a coin. Maybe we could have a 6-way tie. Wouldn't that be nice for all of them?
I've always said we should have pari-mutuel betting in the speedways, just like you do at the racetracks.
It would be fun, wouldn't it?
At the horse races, you might as well be doing it at the car races, but everybody tells me that it would never work.
I'd be broke.
Billy Turner.
Nope, no green flag this time. Chuck looks him over and says, no, you guys stay 2 abreast, row by row, quit jumping, stay exactly where you were supposed to.
And we might mention how they know once they get down that front chute. They are obviously trying to look at the flag band, but not always able to do that. So how do they determine whether they got a green flag or a yellow flag?
Don, we have traffic signals, real, honest-to-goodness traffic signals with a green, yellow, and red light on them. So some of the drivers say, I watch the flagman. Some drivers say, I watch the lights.
And it's at eye level at the end of turn 1 and turn 3.
Well, we've got one just about 30 yards ahead of Chuck, one about 50 yards beyond that. Then we've got 1 and 2. Got another one in turn 3 and another one in turn 4. Chuck's going to look him over, though. Again, do we get a green? Yes, we do.
Chuck Sterling, the flagman, one of the better ones in the country. I think he was just doing that to show him who's boss.
Exactly, and I don't blame him.
Billy Turner on the outside, holding on. Card number 85, Bob Buell. First, second. Roy Lauer's third, Jerry Stone fourth in this 5-lap trophy dash.
Here comes Stone running third, but Bullet Bob's holding on to second. Billy Turner still holding on to first. Oh, that was close, wasn't it?
The winner of this trophy dash will have a chance for the sweep, which you win your heat race, the trophy dash, and the main event for the big money.
Bullet Bob pulling on the inside, taking over the lead from Billy Turner.
Jerry Stone in third.
Jerry Stone getting a good ride out of his brand new number 24 Sprinter.
Look at Stone shoot past 88.
Man, he pulled
a battle there for Turner. And Stone, and it's Stone in second with a white flag down. It's Bob Buell on his way to the trophy dash win. Trying to hold off Jerry Stone. Pier 88. Billy Turner continues to bobble, but hangs on to third.
Checkered flag.
Bob Buell first, Jerry Stone second, Billy Turner third, and Tony Edmondson, who was in sixth place in the season standings after finishing second in the season standings last year. Edmondson finishing fourth in the trophy dash. So the trophy dashes have been completed here at the Tulsa Speedway. We go to the super modified B feature. Some of those trying to advance to the super modified main event. As you take a look at the pits here at Tulsa Speedway, it's full once again as we continue on a cool night of racing. Temperature in the 60s, winds out of the southeast at 20 miles per hour. Despite the wind going down, it's still a rather windy evening here in Tulsa.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
Creek County Speedway presents racing every Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Friday night's racing features sprint cars, super stocks, and micro sprints. Saturday night, watch the IMCA modifieds, mini stocks, factory stock, and street stocks as they race on the quarter-mile oval. Come watch wheel standing sprint cars on Friday night. For easy access, take I-44 to the Kellyville exit, then go 1 mile south on Highway 66, 15 minutes from the Turnpike Gate. For more information, call 838-3777.
Finally, it's easy to get to Sooner Optical at 51st and Diego. The new widened streets are open for your convenience. Sooner Optical fills your doctor's prescription accurately with their in-store lab, providing you with quality eyewear at competitive prices. Sooner has designer frames such as Christian Dior, Ralph Lauren Polo, Bob Maggie, Liz Claiborne, Perry Ellis, and more. A combined 90 years experience in the optical field. Sooner Optical is locally owned and treats each customer like family. You shop the rest, so try the best. Sooner Optical, 51st and South Yale.
This is Barry Boyd, Field Operations Manager for United Artists Cable. The free Encore preview on Channel 16 is ending. Barry and his technicians are currently scrambling Encore throughout the Tulsa area. To continue receiving Encore without interruption, or if you'd like to add Encore at no charge, just call United Artists Cable at 665-0200.
If you don't call soon, they'll play this commercial over and over and
hurry. This offer ends soon.
Super modified B feature. This is a 15-lap, scheduled 15-lap B feature. It's kind of like pro wrestling. This is a scheduled 10-round event. Well, this is a scheduled 15-lap B feature for the super modifieds. On the front row, Michael Lambert, 23X, his first weekend of action, and Tulsa's Dale Bro. This is for the super modifieds. This is their sixth weekend of action.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 cars in the B feature.
scheduled for 19, but somebody has already hit the pits. So we'll start with 18. Chuck Sterling gives them the green. Here we go.
Here we go, just like a covey of quail.
Well, quail don't crash into each other when they take off. Hopefully
and we got a spin.
Won't either, and we got a spin right off the bat. I believe it is, well, I hate to even, I think it's Floyd Hendricks in car 51. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. There he is.
Hendricks led early in his heat race. We'll take a look here, Mark. You worked that corner and the safety.
You bet.
What's the first thing you look for when they spin out like that?
Well, since fortunately, when you see this, you know there's no contact made, but you want to make sure that something didn't go wrong inside the car that might have caused the driver to have some kind of a slight injury, but you see everything's okay, so then push truck gets out there, pushes him off, and gets restarted.
You look into somebody's, into the cockpit of the race car, how big do their eyes get when they see all these cars coming at them?
Probably bigger than the wings. Especially when there's about 20 of them right behind you.
What's the difference between these basically the difference between these super modifieds and the sprint cars? Because to some people, they probably look the same.
Okay, probably the biggest difference, other than engine size, in the sprints, it's unlimited cubic inches, and these are a lot smaller than that. The biggest difference is the wheelbase. These are 100-inch wheelbase cars. Sprint cars are 86. These, as you can see, when you see the cars close up, they don't run with front wings like the sprint cars do, Don.
And the sprint cars, you can adjust those nose wings during the race, right?
The top wing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the top wing.
Yeah, some of them are run by hydraulics, so they can adjust them right there in the cockpit rather than have to wait till a stoppage in the race and adjusting it that way.
We mentioned we started with 18 cars scheduled for 19, and since we had a yellow, no completed laps yet, car number 33, Roy Larkin, is back on the track, so the yellow helps Roy Larkin, and we start with 19 cars. We get the green flag on the first restart.
Boy, that's quite a pack coming down that front straightaway. It's anybody's race, though. Jim Bailey smoking super modified, and we've got a spin in turn 4 again.
Dale Bro, car 56. So we'll have our second restart here on this 15-lap super modified B feature. Dale Bro lost control there out of turn 4. Looked like somebody might have gotten underneath him.
Might have tapped him. I'm not sure. We'll see here in the replay. Oh, we almost get a car upside down. It must have, yeah, it did. It spooked him in car 56. He didn't want to get tangled up in that car, getting almost upside down, so he spun her out. Fortunately, nobody made contact, though, with him. Boy, he almost got upside down, Don.
A bicycling job there for one of the cars, and then 56 Dale Bro having his problems. And I believe it was 51 again, Floyd Hendricks. We'll check on that, make sure, but I believe it was Hendricks was the one that was doing the bicycling. And remember, he just got hurt moments ago by the spin in turn 2.
I told you earlier that Jim Bailey was smoking pretty heavily. Well, he just now pit parked his car, so he's out for the evening in that beautiful number 45 super modified car.
Jim had a big sign on his wing last week. Happy birthday to his daughter Angie, who turned 15 last week. Jim's having some problems. He's one of the top in the super modified division here at the Tulsa Speedway.
Always competitive.
We appreciate you watching week number 2 of Checkered Flag. A program designed to cover open wheel racing here in the Oklahoma area. Also this year we'll have flat track motorcycle racing this summer, as well as motocross racing, open road racing, and Howlett Raceway. So a lot of different kinds of racing on Miller Genuine Drafts Checkered Flag. Tonight we're from Tulsa Speedway, Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're located about 6.5 miles north of downtown Tulsa. On a cool evening, Don King, Mark Champion with you, J.B. Haney in the pits. And we get our third restart of this 15-lap B feature. Here we go. They're a little skittish because they don't get the green flag from Chuck Sterling. They'll go one more time around, and on the pole right now is car number 13, Lynn Larkin, along with car 50, no, not 56, but 51, I believe it is, Floyd Hendricks.
Chuck's going to look him over. He didn't like the way they were trying to maybe get ahead of the other one before the flag comes out. The yellow light's still on. They're going to give him one more time around to make sure everybody's lined up properly. As you see right there, Chuck Sterling saying, next time around, boys, let's keep them 2 by 2. Let's not have any 3 by 3s or one jumping out in front of the other. Chuck does an outstanding job watching those cars to make sure everybody gets a fair start, Don. He's going to look him over coming out of that number 2 turn, going down that back straightaway. Everybody's evenly spaced now.
One of the guys to look for in this race is car 87, Mike McClellan. McClellan, one of the top drivers in the super modified division. Currently in 13th place in the season standing. We've got them. They finished 2 out of 4 left-hand turns that time. We're still looking for our first completed lap out of these 19 cars. Down to 17, Michael Lambert is the lead. We've got it. G.L. Lohman in car 27 in second place. He's our rookie, and he's done very well here in the early going of the 92 season. Burt Woodring from Oklahoma City in third place. He's a veteran in that car number 84. Oh, we've got another spin over in turns between turns 3 and 4 over there. A stalled car. I think it's 56. Dale Bro. Can't tell from here, but it looks like it might have some front end damage, but I'm not sure. Get a wrecker over there just in case. Might have to go off on the hook. Sure right, that's who it was, 56. Dale Bro from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So 1 lap down of this 15-lap B feature. And the leader still, 23X, is Michael Lambert. Car 27, G.L. Lohman in second place. Car 84, Burt Woodring in third place. As we take a look there at 7FS, Danny Faust. Car 13 is the veteran Lynn Larkin in fourth place. And Toby Sampson from Oklahoma City is in fifth place. There's your restart, your grid on the restart as we take a look at the hook for Dale Bro. Bro is out for the second weekend in a row. Missing the first 5 weekends, and so far not much success for Dale Bro. So we take a break. We're coming back for our 4th restart on this super modified B feature on Miller Genuine Drafts Checker Flag.
It's the beloved Disney classic you've all been waiting for, and you won't see it anywhere else on television.
You better believe it.
This is a special opportunity to enjoy the music and magic of an all-time movie favorite.
It's so nice to see you again.
Don't miss the exclusive world television premiere of Jungle Book, only on the Disney Channel.
Good show. Man, that's what I call a swinging party.
Bring the bare necessities of life.
You know where you can see your favorite celebrities all day, every day? Watch this. Now there's a cable channel that goes on location and behind the scenes for an intimate, in-depth look at your favorite stars 24 hours a day. E! Entertainment Television. Inside. Intimate. Revealing. E! lets you see your favorite celebrities like no other channel can. So check your local listings for E! Entertainment Television.
What do you really give when you give blood?
Another dance.
How you doing?
Another date. Another moment.
I love you.
You give another chance.
It's now down to a 12-lap B feature. G.L. Loman hangs on to the lead. This will be a great win for him, looking for his first win of his career. He's a rookie. His first year out, his dad, Gary Loman, was a longtime driver at the Speedway. Bert Woodring, veteran from Oklahoma City, trying to reel the rookie in.
And here comes Jack Lane Jr. right behind him, running third. Lynn Larkin holding on to fourth. We've got 2 laps in a row down now, Don. But here, they still like a really bunched up, as you can see on your screen right there.
Oh!
We got 3 abreast going down that front straightaway.
Loman seems to have lost it, hit the tire, bobbles, hangs on to third, but the battle is Woodring in 84 and Jack Lane, and these two will put on a show for you.
You bet. Lane trying to take that outside line to take over first for Bert Woodring.
That's a tough break for G.L. Loman, Mark, because only the top 2 advance to the A feature. That would really hurt G.L. in his standings.
Right there, you can see Jack Lane Jr. holding on now to first and putting some daylight between he and Bert Woodring in the 84 car.
Loman came in 72 total points in 26th place and only 5 points behind Kevin Risley. Well, here's the battle for first and second, and there's your first place car, Jack Lane Jr.
Bert Woodring trying to take over some more. Looks like we've got another yellow, Don.
It is 23X Michael Lambert. That's his second yellow. He'll head to the pits, and we'll go to the pits as J.V. Haney has a guest with him at this time, David Chappell, who had problems after that trophy dash.
As you saw in the trophy dash, car number 50, driven by David Chappell, experienced some difficulties. Well, that was the front wheel brakes. Right now, checking with the pit crew, they're about 25% completed, and he's going to be back for the A feature.
Thank you, JB. And JB will talk with the winners of both Super Modified and Sprint Car main events. We're on lap number 6 of this 12-lap B feature. In the Super Mods, top 2 advancing to the main event, and right now it's Jack Lane Jr., car number 10 in first, Bert Woodring in second. G.L. Loman now has a shot at getting back in it. As I say that, he bobbles out of turn 4 and almost lost it. Moving into third place, car number 60, the youngster Chad McDaniel. Still no yellows, but it appears with as many yellows as we had, everybody's a little cautious out there, except for Jack Lane and Woodring, who takes over first ahead of Lane, and he seems to be slowing down and does so as he hits the infield in turn 2.
Lane put his arm out, his left arm extended out of the car, showing he was having some car problems. Wanted everybody behind him to know that he was slowing down, alerting all the guys behind him.
Wow.
Did a good job.
Tough break for Jack Lane Jr., who's in 10th place in the or 11th in the season standings after finishing 20th last year. It looked like he was on his way to the main event to garner more points.
There's a good shot of Bert Woodring from Oklahoma City doing a good job holding on to first place in that number 84 car.
12 points will be awarded to the season standings to the gentleman, and it looks like it will be that car, Bert Woodring from Oklahoma City, to win the B feature. He'll get 12 points. Second place, 11. Third place, 10, and on down. So Loman in second place. Yellow flag out on lap number 10 of a 12-lap B feature. And we got problems just going into turn 4. And that's car 60, the youngster Chad McDaniel, who was in 4th place. In fact, moved into 3rd place when Lane hit the infield. This is our 6th yellow flag, I believe, of this B feature. They're having some problems here. No trouble for Bert Woodring, though. Back to this 12-lap super modified B feature. Bert Woodring, the veteran out of Oklahoma City, trying to hold off the rookie from Owasso, Oklahoma, G.L. Loman. In third place, car number 38. That's Brad Strayer, who's having a pretty good season here at the Speedway. And car number 20, or car 73, the veteran Shelley Ward. Woodring completing lap 10. We started with 19 cars in this thing, and we're down to what, 7 or 8? 8. They're busy in the pits right now, aren't they?
Yes, they are. The wreckers have been busy. The push trucks have been busy.
White flag out. Chuck Sterling has been busy.
Yes.
In this race. 7 yellow flags. They scheduled it for 15. They knocked it down to a dozen laps, and Burt Woodring, the 4th different leader in this race, makes it count when you get the checker. And the rookie G.L. Lohman, what a race for him. He finishes second. Those two advancing to the main event. So congratulations to the Oklahoma City veteran, Burt Woodring. Finishing third, Brad Strayer will get some good points for him, and the veteran Shelley Ward finishing fourth. More racing coming up from Tulsa Speedway.
After a long, hard day of wrestling, where do professional wrestlers go to relax? To the best old dance hall in Tulsa.
Lady Godiva's 1850 South Sheridan.
Dr. Probe, after a hard day of testing, where do you like to go to relax?
The best old dance hall in Tulsa. Ooh, I like it.
Lady Godiva's 1850 South Sheridan.
Oil, the lifeblood of your engine. So the most vital organ is your oil filter. That's why Fram introduces Extra Guard. New glass fiber paper stops more dirt than any other filter. New Fram Extra Guard, the best protection ever.
To get your Fram filters for any filtration need, high-performance automotive or industrial, call Big 4 Service and Supply toll-free at 1-800-USA-BIG-4. That's 1-800-872-2444. Big 4 Service and Supply, your one-stop filter shop. This is Barry Boyd, Field Operations Manager for United Artists Cable. The free Encore preview on Channel 16 is ending. Barry and his technicians are currently scrambling Encore throughout the Tulsa area. To continue receiving Encore without interruption, or if you'd like to add Encore at no charge, just call United Artists Cable at 665-0200.
If you don't call soon, they'll play this commercial over and over and
hurry. This offer ends soon.
8-lap sprint car B feature. Scheduled 10 cars we hope to have as they go around. One of the guys to look for, car 81, Charlie Frazier, on the second row. Kelly Brewer, another veteran, car 28. And Rick Barksdale from Norman, Oklahoma, car number 20, on the back row.
Also in this race, Steve Enlow driving the number 3X sprint car, former USAC Rookie of the Year in the midget division. He's never driven a race car with a wing on it. He told me tonight earlier that he was having a little trouble, a few problems adjusting from driving a race car without a wing, and now all of a sudden going to a wing. But he said the more he drives it, the better off he feels with it. In fact, he's driving a car that was formerly driven last year by Jack Hodenshield. And Steve said that Jack won a race with a wing on it and a race without a wing on it. So he's going to try his hand. He's going to take the wing off of that car and go up to Wichita next week and drive with the CRA boys out of California.
And those guys can put on a show for you.
They'll make your heart stop real quick. In fact, they're probably more thrilling than the World of Outlaws. Wingless sprint cars. There's no better racing than wingless sprint cars, Don.
Don Hand, car number 7 on the front row. On the inside, 48, Joe Martin. We got a green. Charlie Frazier, 81, almost bit it.
Mercy.
He almost had it into the light pole going into turn 1, or the standings.
Did a good job holding on to that car.
Yes, he did. Martin battling Don Hand, and it is Martin in first. Now, Hand is in his first weekend of action, as well as 7B, Charles Barch. Car number 20, Barksdale, we mentioned earlier, started at the back of the pack. He's already shot his way into third place.
There's a look at the second place car. Smokin' Joe still holding on to the lead in that white number 48. There's second and third right there. Charlie Frazier in 81. Steve Inlow in 3X. Oh, Joe gets high in that first turn, but he'll still, fourth turn, but he goes back into first. Joe Martin in the 48 car. Really a big battle for second place right now.
The top 5 advancing to the main event for the sprinters.
Yellow flag for that car right there. Number 20 of Rick Barksdale out of Norman, Oklahoma.
That hurts as Rick got out of turn 2, but lost control.
Plowed into one of the infield tires.
Did a number on the tire. Hopefully that nose wing is all right.
Boy, he really hit that tire hard, Don.
Also out on the track, Steve Inlow, who you mentioned, he's got something hooked to his car.
Here we go. Here's a replay of Barksdale cutting down low.
See, Inlow's got something hooked up there. Let's take a look here. Barksdale,
there, makes contact with 28. Oh, slams into that infield tire, and he goes one. Has to pit park into the infield. Hopefully he won't be out for the evening, but I think he will, Don.
I'll take another look at possibly that. Kelly Brewer, 28, had trouble. There's Joe Martin. They are all over the track here. This was in lap 1.
Yeah,
Charlie Frazier in 81 doing a great job.
Really held on to that bucking race car there. Wild night at the Tulsa Speedway, the greatest show on dirt.
You ever seen one lose it as we head down the front straightaway here and go into the signs there in the background? I've never seen that before.
Back on the old racetrack on the fairgrounds one night, Don, a man by the name of Mike Stewart, father of Shane Stewart, his car caught fire, and so there's always a fireman in the middle of the front and rear straightaways, but he headed for a fireman down there, and he bailed out of the car while it was still on fire. And he bailed out. His leg was on fire from some of the fuel, and the car went right into the signboard. Almost, he just missed a parked Corvette that was in the infield. Fire was put out. Mike had some second-degree burns, but nothing really major, fortunately for Mike.
That's the most dangerous aspect of these cars is catching fire.
You bet. But here at the Tulsa Speedway, the safety crew does an outstanding job led by Milo Dean in fire safety.
Number 48, Joe Martin from Tulsa, in first on the restart here on lap number 4 of this 8-lap Sprint Car B feature.
Chuck looks him over. He gives him the green. Joe Martin jumping after that lead again. We've got 3 abreast for second place going down that front chute. Number 20 is trying to hold on to second, but here comes Charlie Frazier on the underneath side, and then car number 81 taking over second. Joe Martin still leading halfway through this B feature in the sprint division.
Started with 10 cars, down to 8. John Shallard, car number 50. Next to the last place right now in 7th place. He's out of Houston, Texas. Here's your leader, Joe Martin. Troubles out of turn 4 involving Charles Barsh. Car 7B, he gets it back going, but the yellow has been thrown.
Threw it for Steve Inlow, who got her really crossed up in that number 4 turn, got her sideways, and put himself into the infield. There's the infamous yellow flag, Don, that we've seen a lot of tonight.
Come out for exciting racing action every Friday and Saturday night. Tulsa Speedway, Highway 75 and 66th Street North.
Finally, it's easy to get to Sooner Optical at 51st and Yale. The new widened streets are open for your convenience. Sooner Optical fills your doctor's prescription accurately with their in-store lab, providing you with quality eyewear at competitive prices. Sooner has designer frames such as Christian Dior, Ralph Lauren Polo, Bob Mackie, Liz Claiborne, Perry Ellis, and more. A combined 90 years experience in the optical field. Sooner Optical is locally owned and treats each customer like family. You shop the rest, so try the best. Sooner Optical, 51st and South Yale.
Lambert's Quality Engines has a new location. We're bigger and better than ever before. One of the largest and most modern facilities in Oklahoma. But just like always, we're helping folks feel they're driving a brand new car at a fraction of the cost with their own remanufactured engine or one of the many shorter long blocks already in stock. If your engine's ready for a new lease on life, come see us. We're the installation experts, honest and affordable. 7105 East Admiral. From start to finish, nobody does it better than Lambert's.
Well, we'll try it again. We're 4 laps down. After the yellow for car 3X, Steve Enlow, and Joe Martin still in front. Charlie Fraser second, Rick Barksdale moving up to 4th.
Sergeant Charlie trying to take over first place, getting him high at turn 2. But Joe holding him off, doing a good job in that number 48 Sprinter.
Now there are 2 number 20s battling for 3rd place right now. In 3rd place is 20J Dale Johnston from Yukon, Oklahoma. And Rick Barksdale in 4th, and those 2 are really going at it, as are those 2 for 1st place.
Charlie Fraser really fancying hard, coming out of turn 4, but Joe Martin holding him off. Sergeant Charlie Fraser, the number 81 Sprinter.
Lee Score trying to advance to the big show for the Sprinter main event. We'll get the white flag. 1 lap to go for Joe Martin in 1st. Charlie Fraser 2nd. Dale Johnston 3rd. Rick Barksdale from Norman in 4th. And Steve Enlow has moved up to 5th, and we got a yellow flag coming our way as we got a spin in turn 4. On the last lap of this 8-lap Sprint Car B feature, we get a yellow flag. And that can do nothing for the spirits of your leader. Number 48, Joe Martin. He had things in control over 81 Charlie Fraser. Now that gives Fraser a 1-lap chance here. Joe Martin will try to hold off Charlie Fraser in this 1-lap event here for the Sprint Car B feature. Now these cars, top 5, will advance to the main event. But you can garner some points here rather easily if you can finish 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th.
It'll be really what is called a sprint dash in this thing. It'll be a green-white checkered.
For Joe Martin, the pace car is off. They're still trying to get lined up. We'll see if Chuck Sterling gives them the green. They've had a few false starts here, not getting the green when they expect it. They're around turn 4. He gives it to them.
See what happens now between Charlie Fraser and Smoking Joe Martin in that
Fraser
48 car.
On the outside. Couldn't quite get the fight he wanted out of turn 2. We'll see if he can do it in turn 3 and 4.
He's still trying that high road around, and look at that front end come off the ground like that.
Martin hangs on. Fraser 2nd. Rick Barksdale 3rd. Steve Enlow 4th. Dale Johnston 5th.
This is it. See what happens. Takes the white flag. Taking that high road again. Charlie going to try and do it.
Oh,
yeah. Almost contact.
Wow. Then Fraser pops a wheelie at the finish line.
Oh, what a spectacular finish.
What action. Joe Martin and Charlie Fraser really hooked it up.
Man,
on the
what a
last 2
finish.
laps of this one.
Woo!
And Martin hangs on to the win as they almost both lost it coming out of turn 4 looking at the checkered flag. And Barksdale and Johnston were right behind him. Hope you enjoyed it. There's the finishing results as we take a look. Coming out of turn 4 looking for the checkered flag.
Joe Martin on the inside. Charlie trying to take that outside road. Joe going real high coming out of turn 4, causing Charlie to really get wild sideways back there, popping a wheelie down the front straightaway. There's another look at it. As you can see, both front end wheels are up off the ground.
It's Martin really who bobbled.
Exactly. Charlie just tried to get out of his way. Man, what a ride.
Great action here at Tulsa Speedway as we get ready for the A features. The super modifieds and the sprinters. We continue open wheel action from Tulsa Speedway on Miller Genuine Drafts checkered flag.
Make waves in 1992 with a Yamaha watercraft from Dick Lane's Yamaha. Get your feet wet with the easy-to-ride Yamaha Wave Runner. For more power and performance, step up to the Wave Runner LX or the Wave Runner VXR. Looking for the ultimate family fun machine? Check out the powerful Wave Runner 3 and take adventure out for a spin. Performance unequaled. Choose the Yamaha Superjet, the dominating force in solo watercraft. See it all today at Dick Lane's Yamaha on 71st in Broken Arrow and at Port Carlos on Grand Lake.
If you ever wanted to learn to drive a race car, Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving has the ultimate opportunity for you. A professional crew takes care of the details, providing a suit, gloves, helmet, race car, and one of the nation's most user-friendly tracks, Hallett Motor Racing Circuit. Some basics can be covered in the classroom, but the real education is on the track. That's where you will be, at the wheel of a real race car. Experienced instructors turn your dreams into reality. Contact the Stevens Racing School of High Performance Driving.
Oh. Hey there, old timer. Where do you go to relax after a hard day of panning for gold?
Well, I go to Bear Little Dance Hall in Tulsa.
Not forgotten. Oh, my God.
What do you know? I got one.
Lady Godiva's 1850 South Sheridan.
Action. Mr. Detective, after a hard day at work, where do you go to relax?
The best little dance hall in Tulsa. Here I come, kid.
Lady Godiva's 1850 South Sheridan.
Nobody.
No way.
Nobody has more playoff games than
TNT.
Nobody plays the playoffs like TNT.
Believe it.
Our super modified A feature about to get underway. 22 cars about ready to hook up.
Guess who made it back out, Don?
David Chappell.
You bet. In that Miller Genuine Draft number 50. Really good to see him make it back out.
Sitting on the front row, and we're going to get a quick start here for the A feature. Dave McFadden, car 47, Chris Parton, car 22. Winning the heat races, Alan Lemons, John Tracy, Alan Burton, Kenneth Hunter, and David Chappell.
We get a green from Chuck Sterling. There they go, McFadden on the inside going into turn one.
Remember Burt Woodring, who just won the super modified B feature just moments ago.
Henry Lewis holding on to third.
20 laps. A feature underway. We're through one. They're still trying to thin out a little bit. Look out, Henry Lewis in car 01 as they hit. Up top, lost gear. Now he gets it back in. He heads to the back. He's all right. No yellow. McFadden in first. John Tracy second. Chris Parton, car 22 in third. I don't know, but I got the feeling this John Tracy, who won the C feature last week, heat race today, looks to be hooked up pretty well. We got a problem here again with 01. I think it's Henry Lewis. It is. He makes it around to the infield. Out of the front straightaway, hits the infield. So no yellow. We're still all right. McFadden leading on lap number 4. Tracy trying to take him on the inside. So look at McFadden. And John Tracy. Yes. There he goes. Somebody's smoking up a storm car 23. In the back is Brian McClure. We'll get a yellow for sure here. McClure, you see, on fire.
Boy.
Between turns 3 and 4.
Well, not on fire, but a blown engine.
Blown engine. He's smoking.
A lot of smoke coming out of that V8 over there.
You see the smoke filling the night air here at Tulsa.
Good way to get rid of the mosquitoes in the pits.
So John Tracy will start in the lead.
3 laps down.
Tracy trying to go for the sweep, Mark.
Not very many people can pull off a sweep here at the Tulsa Speedway. It's a tough job to do, but if anybody's got a chance, that man's got the chance tonight because he did win his heat race and the trophy dash.
Well, he's been running very well the last 2 weeks, winning a C feature last week, winning his first heat race, his first trophy dash of the season this year. Tonight, and here he goes. He gets the green flag, leading on lap number 4, the 20-lap super modified main event.
McFadden holding on to second. Carl Gregg in third. McFadden getting the lead back. Takes the lead away from Tracy.
Look at that battle for third. Carl Gregg Jr. in the orange 82 in third place. Mike Goodman fourth. 0-3 Boyd Smith Jr. in fifth. David Chappell makes a move on the outside in his Miller Genuine Draft car number 50. He moves up to fifth, and he takes the outside. Look at him fly by those guys.
Man, he's passing 3-4 cars at a time. Just boom, boom, boom. Really got that number 50. Oh, we've got a yellow. We've got a couple of cars that spun over there between 3 and 4.
Oh, boy, that's Kenneth Hunter in car 34 and Bob Frazier, a couple of veterans in car 6. And there is Chappell, who had it hooked up. Ooh. He was blowing the doors off the people down the front straightaway on that last lap. And he was on his way, it appeared, if that lap had been completed, he was on his way to at least a 4th place position.
Oh, he was. I mean, but now they're going to have to go back a lap, so that doesn't count, unfortunately.
He was starting that after the last yellow, he was in 10th. So we'll see where they position him.
Man, he was getting a good ride out of that car.
Well, he's the 2-time defending track champion. David Chappell from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's located about, 20 miles northeast of Tulsa. He's a fireman here in the Tulsa area.
There's a good shot of all the cars coming down the back straightaway, around level.
They've got the hook out for both of the cars that caused the yellow flag. There is Kenneth Hunter, who again won his heat race, and Bob Frazier, who ran well in his heat race. I'm surprised by Hunter's car. I thought he might be one of the favorites coming into this thing. And he was not in the top 10 when he and Frazier collided. As we take a break, we'll come back with the restart of this super modified main event from Tulsa Speedway. Glad you're with us.
Let's go. From the sideline.
Let's go.
To the front line. To the goal line. It's in your face football. Any closer, and you get clobbered. The World League on USA. It's the beloved Disney classic you've all been waiting for, and you won't see it anywhere else on television.
You better believe it.
This is a special opportunity to enjoy the music and magic of an all-time movie favorite.
It's so nice to see you again.
Don't miss the exclusive world television premiere of Jungle Book, only on the Disney Channel.
Good show. Man, that's what I call a swinging party.
Bring the bare necessities of life.
What do you really give when you give blood?
Another summer. Another song. Another hug.
Good game, man. Don't worry about it.
You give another chance.
As we get set, Mark, you see right there in the tow truck, David Chappell. We just saw him speed by everybody on that last lap before the yellow. And I'm not sure what has happened since then, but whatever it is, he's on the hook and out of here.
Yeah, it's too bad. He was really getting a good ride out of that number 50 super modified.
Pace car is off. We started with 22 cars. We're down to 17. The scorers love that. Dave McFadden, who relinquished the lead earlier, regains it. And here we go on lap number 6.
Another green flag. Here we go. Tracy tried the inside line. Whoa, McFadden getting really high in that number 2 turn. Passed by about 12 cars there.
The lost gear. He's out. He's back into about 10th place. So right now it belongs to John Tracy. Nice race first 5 laps, though, for McFadden. Carl Bragg Jr. from Mulkey, Oklahoma, a town about 45 miles south of Tulsa in second. Mike Goodman from Tulsa in third. Kenneth Walker makes a bid in the 4th place, car number 2. Walker, your season point standings leader.
Walker now into 3rd.
Look at him move there. What a maneuver past Bragg into 2nd place as he goes upstairs.
Taking the high road around. Now into 2nd place. Solid.
Walker does not have an A feature win this season, but yet leads in the season standings. Coming into the night, 24 points ahead of Randy Ostickenberg, who also doesn't have an A feature win. Ostickenberg's trying to move up. He's in about 8th place right now. And Dean Bayou, who was looking for his 4th straight A feature, has shot his way up into the top 4, and he makes a move now as he drops back to 5th.
There's a good race there, right there, between Tracy and Kenneth Walker. 1 and 2. Walker trying to take the high road around, putting that right rear right up against that cushion.
Tracy,
where the moisture is.
Tracy, the youngster, holding off the veteran Kenneth Walker in the super modified A feature. And keep your eye on Dean Bayou, who's in a big battle for 3rd. He almost touched it. 3 and 1. They're bumping all over the front straightaway. As these big battle, look at that congestion. Ostickenberg in car 5, Bayou back in car 12, and Bayou's brother-in-law again in car 83. They're bumping each other close to the front straightaway. Goodman has problems in 78.
Bicycle a little bit. There's the race, and Walker takes over the lead right there from Tracy. Tracy fades to 2nd, and they now a distant 2nd. But it's a great battle back in the pack right there, as you can see with Bayou. But again, Carl Bragg Jr. Yellow flag. We've got a stalled car just past that number 1 turn.
It is car 27, the rookie out of Owasso, G.L. Lohman, who just made it, you'll remember, into this A feature. After Joe Martin led throughout that B feature, had problems, and, or not Joe Martin, but anyway, Lohman having some luck to get into the A feature. And then he bobbles here to cause the yellow flag. Let's take a look at what happened here. What congestion, and the fans love it here at the Speedway.
Congestion up there, which is good to see for Stan. He likes all those fans up there, but Lohman having some problems earlier. It's a shame. He was running really, really well.
Well, right now, Kenneth Walker has the lead. John Tracy in 2nd. As they come around here, in 3rd place is car 82, or excuse me, car number 5, Ostickenberg, Randy Ostickenberg. What a move up to 3rd. Carl Bragg to 4th, but again 5th, and Dean Bayou in 6th. And this one has the makings of being quite a shootout before we're done. 8 laps to go in this 20-lap super modified main event. And your leader is Kenneth Walker. I mentioned he was the veteran over the youngster Tracy. I'm not so sure that Tracy's not older, but I think Walker has more seat time. Walker just 24 years old now, out of Claremore.
You know, his younger sister is on the pit crew of that family run operation down there in the pits, and she's quite an athlete herself. She's a basketball star.
We mentioned Dean Bayou, who is the one looking for his 4th A feature of the season, A feature win. And graduating from micro midgets, Randy Ostickenberg, who's in 3rd place in this race, 2nd in the season standings, graduating from street stocks. So is Kenneth Walker. He won 2 titles in the street stocks before going to the super modified.
Talking about 4 A feature wins in a row. Tell you what, at one time back on the old 3/8, Don, Harold Leap had a string of 13 A features in a row.
That's a record that probably, I don't know. It's hard to think anybody could match that.
Be tough to do.
second. John Tracy on the inside, holding off Ostickenberg. Dean Bayouth makes a move for fourth place ahead of Carl Drag Jr. Buddy Ginn also. Inside, and Bayouth overtakes him out of turn 4. McFadden, who led this race, now heads to the pits. So a tough night after a great start for Dave McFadden.
There's Tracy. There's third. There's your leader, too, Kenneth Walker. Almost a full straightaway lead on the second place car of Ostickenberg, who is running second now.
Tracy
drops to fourth. Here comes Bayouth in third.
Tracy having problems. It's Walker in first place, and he has a huge lead over Ostickenberg in second. Bayouth in third. Tracy drops to fourth. That's your battle for second. There's your leader, Kenneth Walker, whose dad, Terry, is also a street stalker at the Muskogee Speedway.
Got another yellow
on lap number 15. Just outside turn 1. Car 24 from Collinsville. There's Kevin Risley in the Canes Coffee Special, car 24. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get the restart here on this 20-lap super modified main event.
Genuine Draft, Bobby Ray Hall, IndyCar. This year, he's really flying.
Finally, it's easy to get to Sooner Optical at 51st and Yale. The new widened streets are open for your convenience. Sooner Optical fills your doctor's prescription accurately with their in-store lab, providing you with quality eyewear at competitive prices. Sooner has designer frames such as Christian Dior, Ralph Lauren Polo, Bob Mackie, Liz Claiborne, Perry Ellis, and more. A combined 90 years experience in the optical field. Sooner Optical is locally owned and treats each customer like family. You shop the rest, so try the best. Sooner Optical, 51st and South Yale.
Lambert's Quality Engines has a new location. We're bigger and better than ever before. One of the largest and most modern facilities in Oklahoma. But just like always, we're helping folks feel they're driving a brand new car at a fraction of the cost with their own remanufactured engine or one of the many shorter long blocks already in stock. If your engine's ready for a new lease on life, come see us. We're the installation experts, honest and affordable. 7105 East Admiral. From start to finish, nobody does it better than Lambert's.
The electricity on as the fans are on their feet trying to see if Kenneth Walker can indeed hold off the charges now of Randy Ostickenberg and Dean Bayouth. Walker first in this race, first in the season standings. Ostickenberg second in this race, second in the season standings. Bayouth third in this race and third in the season standings.
Oh, Bayouth takes the inside line to take over second. He's got his sights now on that first place car of Walker.
This should be a three-car battle. We're on lap number 18 of this 20-lap super modified main event. Walker shoots out to a big lead again. Bayouth in second. Ostickenberg in third. Everybody thinned out pretty well, so we probably or shouldn't have any more yellow.
Shouldn't, I think is the word. Please.
Dean Bayouth looking for his fourth A feature. Wasn't to be, it appears, tonight. And Mike Goodman on the white flag lap. Car 78 on the back straightaway comes to a screeching halt. And we'll get the yellow from Chuck Sterling. So Mike Goodman throws a wrench into things. And he gives another life to Dean Bayouth and Randy Ostickenberg.
There's got to be a full moon somewhere, Don.
Wow. That's something that these drivers have to just live with, is the fact that Walker can blow his way to a huge lead the last two times before the yellow flags. You just have to have a lot of understanding in these cases, don't you?
Exactly, and a lot of patience. Counting these laps going, oh, please, no more yellows. No more yellows. Sometimes a restart can hurt you, sometimes it can help you. I'm sure Kenneth Walker hopes that it helps him.
Well as Walker has been driving, it's hard to imagine they can catch him, but we'll see. Again, it's Dean Bayouth in second, Randy Ostickenberg in third. David Chappell, who is the two-time defending track champion here in the super modified division, won his heat race. He, and again, very early in this race, was moving his way up into third place after being in 10th. He was blowing the doors off the competitors to get in behind a couple of leaders. And then we had a yellow flag, and before you knew it, before they could get restarted, he was on the hook. Something had happened to his car. He had had problems all night. Green flag out. Here we go. Two-lap race for Walker, Bayouth, Ostickenberg. John Tracy, Bayouth pulling into second. Tracy, who led throughout most of this race, dropping back to fourth a few laps ago and hanging on to fourth. But here's Walker.
Here's that battle. One more time around. White flag out.
Kenneth Walker, Rookie of the Year in 1988 here at the Speedway. Doesn't look like a rookie tonight. Looking for his first A feature of the season. He has it. Bayouth in second. Ostickenberg third.
So the winning streak comes to a halt by your point leader, that man right there, Kenneth Walker.
Walker will increase his 24-point standing over Ostickenberg in the 1992 Super Modified point standings as the pits continue here at the Tulsa Speedway. There's a look at one of the gentlemen that just weren't so fortunate, Kenneth Hunter, who won his heat race but was out very early in this main event for the Super Mods. So congratulations to Claremore's Kenneth Walker.
Creek County Speedway presents racing every Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Friday night's racing features sprint cars, super stocks, and micro sprints. Saturday night, watch the IMCA modifieds, mini stocks, factory stock, and street stocks as they race on the quarter-mile oval. Come watch wheel standing sprint cars on Friday night. For easy access, take I-44 to the Kellyville exit, then go 1 mile south on Highway 66, 15 minutes from the Turnpike Gate. For more information, call 838-3777.
This is Barry Boyd, Field Operations Manager for United Artists Cable. The free Encore preview on Channel 16 is ending. Barry and his technicians are currently scrambling Encore throughout the Tulsa area. To continue receiving Encore without interruption, or if you'd like to add Encore at no charge, just call United Artists Cable at 665-0200.
If you don't call soon, they'll play this commercial over and over and
hurry. This offer ends soon.
You know where you can see your favorite celebrities all day, every day? Watch this. Now there's a cable channel that goes on location and behind the scenes for an intimate, in-depth look at your favorite stars 24 hours a day. E! Entertainment Television. Inside. Intimate. Revealing. E lets you see your favorite celebrities like no other channel can. So check your local listings for E! Entertainment Television.
Winning the A feature in the Super Modified tonight here at Tulsa Speedway is Kenneth Walker. He's the points leader at Tulsa Speedway. Also, Dana Walker, his sister. Very happy young lady here with him. And Kenneth, you come out of the caution on 12th lap, and it seemed from that point on it was your race.
Well, I didn't know for sure what to do, so I just made a move, and it paid off. I just went my way, and I didn't know if anybody'd be able to catch us or not.
Well, you had another caution there like at 16, and you had another one at 18, and Dean Bayouth, who's really on a roll out here at Tulsa Speedway, right on your back. Were you aware of it?
Oh, I was aware of it. I was definitely watching the board on the front stretch, and I just picked my groove and I stuck with it. So I was watching for him, but I never saw him.
Kenneth, you started at the back of the pack tonight. You had to work your way through about 18 cars. How difficult was that?
Well, it's difficult. You got a lot of good competitors out there. Everybody's tough. Sometimes you get some good breaks, sometimes you don't.
Your first A feature win here, but you have been finishing high each week to become the point leader. And what does it look like throughout the summer now?
Well, we're just going to try to keep being consistent. That's the main goal. win when we can. If we can't win, then finish as high as we can.
Well, you drove a great race tonight. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Kenneth Walker, your winner here tonight at Tulsa Speedway in the A feature of the Super Modified. Billy in the pole position here tonight at Tulsa Speedway. The track drying out. How are you going to approach it?
Well, we're going to try to get a good start, get to the top. We've set the car up to kind of run against the cushion and stay up there, if we can.
From the pole position, how's your strategy going to be?
Well, the main strategy is to get a good start. We've got some good cars, good drivers here, and these guys really get around this racetrack. So if we can get up front, keep the car winged up and speed up, we might do okay.
Billy Turner from Oklahoma City, the pole position here in the sprints.
Don King, Mark Champion, back with you at Tulsa Speedway. Another edition of Checkered Flag, about to come to a checkered flag, if you will, as we get set with the 20-car Sprint A feature. And this is a 20-lapper.
Man, I just have to flip a coin on who's going to win this, Don.
I'm not going to be able to nail you down for a pick here, huh?
Well, what are we going to bet?
I'll take a Quinella pick from you. You don't have to give me first and second exactly, just your top two.
Top two? Let's see here. I'm going to give top two now?
Well, I'll give you a few minutes to think about it while I run down the lineup. You see them lining them up in proper order. Billy Turner will start on the front row. On the pole from El Reno, along with Roy Lowers in car 67. And those two are tough to beat if they get out in front. A good start. Sammy Phillips and Jimmy Lambert Jr. in the second row. Youngster Shane Stewart from nearby Bixby and John Worthen from Broken Arrow in the third row. Fourth row, Norman's Ernest Jennings and Broken Arrow's Tony Edmondson. Forney, Texas, Bob Ewell, who won the Trophy Dash. And last week's winner here out of the World of Outlaw circuit, Jerry Stone on the fifth row. Aaron Lemons, who won his heat race. Harold Harris, longtime veteran here at the Speedway, on the sixth row. Seven-time champion Donnie Crawford and Tommy Estes Jr. bringing up their seventh row. Mike Peters, the season point standings leader, and Joe Martin, who won the B feature. On the eighth row, Charlie Frazier, Rick Barksdale, Dale Johnston, and Charles Barsh, who advanced through the B feature at the back of the pack.
Well, you want me to go out on a limb here, huh?
Well,
I can do it.
Okay.
I'm going to say if there are no yellows, I'm going to take car number 24, Jerry Stone, last week's A feature winner in the World of Outlaws show, of which he soundly thumped Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell.
Well,
big names like that. We've got a green, Don.
Kind of like the way Bob Ewell looked, Bullet Bob out of Forney, Texas. I'm going to go with that home sports entertainment connection for the people that are watching in Texas.
Well, we've got a spin already over there in turn 4.
Car 45, Sammy Phillips out of Sand Springs, has trouble, and he causes all kinds of problems at a turn 4.
People can't seem to see a little farther ahead of them and kind of connect with each other over there. I can't even tell who all's involved. Let's see. Looks like
that's 7B, Charles Barsh. 1H, Harold Harris. 45, who started this mess, Sammy Phillips.
There's a red car right behind him, and I can't quite tell who it is.
I think it's 55, Tommy Estes Jr. We'll take a look at the replay.
Here they are, Sammy Phillips getting sideways over there in turn 4.
And that's dangerous when you start looking at him head on. Ooh.
Yes, it is. He's trying to get that car started, and there Harris getting hit from behind. Tapped.
That's Estes there on the left of the screen.
Oh, there's a really tight shot there. Just trying to get it restarted again, but he can't because of oncoming traffic. Harold Harris almost getting up there on one wheel.
Harris got over the top of Mike Peters' car 66.
Number 7. Add insult to injury there at the end.
It'll be interesting to see how car 66 reacts after he bumped a little bit there with one of those. That is Mike Peters, the season points leader. There's a look at Tommy Estes Jr. Too bad. He was really hoping to have a good night here at the Speedways. We take a break. after these messages from your sponsors on Checkered Flag from Miller Genuine Draft.
Miller Genuine Draft Checkered Flag has been brought to you by cold-filtered Miller Genuine Draft and Miller Genuine Draft Light, taking the country by storm. By Dick Lane's Yamaha Sea-Doo, Broken Arrow, and Grand Lake. By Lambert's Quality Engines. From start to finish, nobody does it better than Lambert. By Tulsa Speedway, the greatest show on dirt. And by Sooner Optical, quality glasses at 51st and Yale. Come out for exciting racing action every Friday and Saturday night. Tulsa Speedway, Highway 75 and 66th Street North.
After a long, hard day of wrestling, where do professional wrestlers go to relax? To the best old dance hall in Tulsa.
Lady Godiva's, 1850 South Sheridan.
Dr. Probe, after a hard day of testing, where do you like to go to relax?
The best old dance hall in Tulsa. Ooh, I like it.
Lady Godiva's, 1850 South Sheridan.
Nobody.
No way.
Nobody has more playoff games than
TNT.
Nobody plays the playoffs like TNT.
Believe it.
On the front row, Billy Turner out of El Reno. 67 is Roy Lowers on the outside of the front row. 2S, Shane Stewart from Bixby on the second row. On the inside, on the outside is 22, Chris Parton. I beg your pardon. That is not Parton. He's 92, Jimmy Lambert Jr. Parton is super modified as we get ready here for the sprint cars after a four-car pileup in turn 4. And they all took the hook, I believe.
Complete restart. No laps counted.
Phillips, who started that mess, is the only one that didn't take the hook. The other 3 that got involved did indeed have to leave the track. Jerry Stone, by the way, as we mentioned, last week's winner of the World of Outlaws, is at the back of the pack here. Stone, the defending NCRA champion from a year ago. Long-time racer and has won a few championships in his career.
Good shot at Turner and Lowers heading up that front row.
A couple of toughies on the front row. They get the green flag. Here we go. Lap number 1 underway.
Peters is going to have his hands full with all the cars in front of him to pass. Billy Turner, your leader.
Shane Stewart on it. Right behind him.
Shane Stewart going to look for his first win. He's on the inside.
This might be his first lead ever. He gets bumped by Turner. Little intimidation. Stewart, look out as he goes over the berm in turn 4.
Which car brings out the yellow, which will send Shane to the rear of the pack. Really Shane, too.
Shane had a chance. Remember, he's only 15. Just turning, getting ready to turn 16, I believe, this summer, and he had a chance to race with the World of Outlaws last week. Boy, said he didn't do as well as he would have liked, but he said it was a thrill nonetheless to drive in the same race with the Swindells and the Kinzers.
And now the Stones.
Now the Jerry Stones. Here's a look.
Oh, it's too bad because he was really coming on strong. Pops a wheelie, trying to get back out there on the racetrack, but too much traffic in his way.
The kid really has some moxie for his age, doesn't he? And, of course, you mentioned his father earlier, and Mike Stewart.
They've had a lot of help from Hillenberg crew helping set up the car. Good support. Andy Hillenberg's a fine driver in the world of outlaws. Comes and visits Tulsa Speedway once in a while.
Let's take a look at some of the congestion.
Man,
there's 92 Lambert. Boy, did he get sideways.
Boy, did he ever. He's very fortunate that time not to be hit by somebody else. Having some problems trying to get that car set up. It is, as I said earlier, a brand new car. Just started before the races tonight.
Well, let's reset the grid here for you. It continues to be Billy Turner, 88T from El Reno, outside Oklahoma City in first. Roy Lowers from Tulsa in second, car 67. Ernest Jennings making a move. He started this race seventh, now up to third. He's from Norman, car 61. Bullet Bob Ewell, who we mentioned, won the Trophy Dash, car 85 from Forney, Texas. And in fifth position right now is Owasso's Aaron Lemons in car number 12, and Lemons won his heat race this evening, as well as Lowers. Jimmy Lambert winning their heat races. Turner won his heat race. Ewell won the Trophy Dash, and Joe Martin came up to win the B feature. They're thinned out. They're in line. We should get the green flag next time around on this 20-lap sprint car main event. We're one lap down. Donnie Crawford is in sixth place. Mike Peters, the season points leader, is in eighth place. Peters leading the standings, the point standings, 25 points ahead of Tommy Estes Jr., who got the hook early. And Donnie Crawford trails Mike Peters by 29 points in the season standings.
Which is not very many.
No, not this early in the season.
You bet. And if anybody can make him up those 29 points, that's probably the man that can do it, Donnie Crawford.
And the Sunoco Special.
You bet. The number 100. Last year he was 94 and a half. Moved up to a 100. I'm sure he'd like to move up to number 1 right now.
Bob Ewell overtakes Lowers for second place. Ewell was in fourth, now in second after one lap.
Whoa. Man, Aaron Lemons really having a problem with that number 12 sprinter. Really getting up in the air. That front end came way off the ground, Doc.
He hit a berm going into turn two. He almost lost it. He was on one back wheel, and that was it.
There's your man going into first place right now, Bullet Bob.
It's Ewell on the inside, Turner on the outside.
Bullet Bob looking for his first win of the season.
Ewell has raced only once this week and once this season out of 3 previous weekends. There's Donnie Crawford
and Roy Lowers. Donnie Crawford, the number 100 Sunoco Special.
It's a battle for fourth.
Getting a good ride.
Rather for third. Ewell into traffic. Yellow flag out. Yellow flag out here on lap number 5 as Mike Peters, the season points leader, comes to a stop right in front of the flag stand. And the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic has come to a dead stop for Mike Peters from Wichita, Kansas.
And hopefully it's not terminal. Can't tell from this angle, this camera angle, exactly what's wrong with the car. The fence is in the way. Got a push truck right behind him. Hopefully he'll be able to get it restarted and going again.
4 laps down. Going to take a break as they get lined up again with 4 laps down of this 20-lap sprint car main event coming your way on Miller Genuine Drafts. Checkered flag.
Let's go. From the sideline.
Let's go.
To the front line. To the goal line. It's in your face football. Any closer, and you get clobbered. The World League on USA.
Hey, it's
It's the beloved Disney classic you've all been waiting for, and you won't see it anywhere else on television.
You better believe it.
This is a special opportunity to enjoy the music and magic of an all-time movie favorite.
It's so nice to see you again.
Don't miss the exclusive world television premiere of Jungle Book, only on the Disney Channel.
Good show. Man, that's what I call a swinging party.
Bring the bare necessities of life.
What do you really give when you give blood?
Another dance.
How you doing?
Another date. Another moment.
I love you.
You give another chance.
Bullet Bob Ewell continuing to lead. He jumped into the lead a couple of laps ago. Started this race in 9th position. We get the green flag from Chuck Sterling. We've seen a lot of cars head to the pits, and Mike Peters, who just caused the last yellow, is indeed headed to the pits. He's done. Season points leader. Tommy Estes Jr., second the season standings, is headed to the pits, and Donnie Crawford, who can very well take over first place in the season standings. He's used to that, having won 7 championships here in that car number 100. Moves into third, but the leader is Bob Ewell.
There's a good shot right there of the car number 100 there.
Crawford, Donnie Crawford, surrounded by yellow cars. Second, fourth, and fifth yellow cars.
Who's under? Billy Turner going down that back chute. There he is. The Sunoco Special, car number 100.
Donnie Crawford. Crawford takes second, and he's trying to reel Ewell in, and I think he might do it with 7 laps down.
He's got enough laps to do it, Don. Bullet better not let off. Let's see how Bob Ewell handles traffic. There's a good shot of Bob now coming out of turn 4. The lap car in front of him gets by him okay.
Ewell in first, Crawford second.
Here comes Donnie. Just hope he thinks reel him in there. Bullet Bob out of Forney, Texas.
Tony Edmondson in third, Billy Turner in fourth. Roy Lowers drops to fifth. The battle for first. There's a nice battle going on.
The beautiful car number 12, Jerry Stone, right behind him.
That's a battle for fifth, and there's Jerry Stone, who is in 7th place right now. 10 laps down. We're halfway through this 20-lap sprint car main event. And Jerry Stone, who won the World of Outlaws main event here at the Tulsa Speedway last week, trying to hook it up and get through some traffic. He's having problems right now.
It's tough getting through traffic sometimes because you're not sure of exactly where that car in front of you, where he's been running all right, whether he's been running low. Where do you put your car? Well, Jerry Stone knows what to do.
Bob Ewell trying to fight off Crawford as he gets into some traffic. You see him there, car 85 from Forney, Texas.
12 laps down.
Crawford going outside to try and catch him.
Crawford now going to try and get by Lambert on that car. He does it. There's John Worthen. There's Bob.
Bob Ewell.
Crawford now going through traffic.
Ewell very familiar with this track. Even though he's from Forney, Texas, and races at the Devil's Bowl, he's very familiar with this track.
Tell you what, he's doing a great job working traffic right now. Good shot of Bob right there.
He opens up a pretty good lead now as Crawford gets into traffic and can't get out of it. 15 laps down, 5 to go for Bob Ewell.
Donnie really having some trouble. Edmondson right out Donnie's bumper. Good shot of Bob right there. But second place, it's a good race. Right there between those two men, Tony Edmondson and Donnie Crawford. Well, that's Frazier in the way right there. Both on the low side right there. Oh, Edmondson bumps into Donnie. Donnie bobbles, but gets it back under control.
Crawford now has some room to work with 17 laps down for Ewell. Remember 2 years ago when Bob Ewell came out into turn 2, which he's coming out now, and he going down the back straightaway, went over the track. It was a horrifying accident. They had to call the helicopter in to fly him out of here, send him to the hospital. He had a concussion and was out of the hospital in 2 days and was back racing in a week or two. We've got a yellow flag, as you see the effort here from Shane Stewart, or I believe that is Stewart, car number 2. It is Stewart. That's his second yellow. 17 laps down, and boy, does this help Donnie Crawford.
Boy, it could help him. It could help him, or it could hurt him. Here's that wild ride here. So we'll see what happens now between number 85, Bullet Bob Ewell, and number 100, Donnie Crawford, and that's Sunoco Special. It's going to be anybody's race, Don. Don, who's going to win it?
Boy. Tony Edmondson from Broken Arrow in car number 2, the yellow car number 2.
There's Donnie getting...
Almost knocked Crawford out right there.
Yeah, could have put either car out. I'm really surprised that happened right there.
Nice job by Edmondson to keep things going there.
You bet.
Charlie Frazier
again on the outside going, you guys?
He has lived a charmed life tonight. He's been around all kinds of accidents.
Yes, he has.
Well, they're getting ready to get things lined up. We're 16 laps down, so we've got 4 laps when we come back as Miller Genuine Drafts checkered flag continues from Tulsa Speedway.
Nothing starts more trouble than dirt. And no air filter stops more dirt than Fram.
Oh, no!
Oh, yeah. Fram, the end of the road for dirt.
To get your Fram filters for any filtration need, high-performance automotive or industrial, call Big 4 Service and Supply toll-free at 1-800-USA-BIG-4. That's 1-800-872-2444. Big 4 Service and Supply, your one-stop filter shop.
Creek County Speedway presents racing every Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Friday night's racing features sprint cars, super stocks, and micro sprints. Saturday night, watch the IMCA Modifieds, mini stocks, factory stock, and street stocks as they race on the quarter-mile oval. Come watch wheel-standing sprint cars on Friday night. For easy access, take I-44 to the Kellyville exit, then go 1 mile south on Highway 66, 15 minutes from the Turnpike Gate. For more information, call 838-3777.
Make waves in 1992 with a Yamaha watercraft from Dick Lane's Yamaha. Get your feet wet with the easy-to-ride Yamaha Wave Runner. For more power and performance, step up to the Wave Runner LX or the Wave Runner VXR. Looking for the ultimate family fun machine? Check out the powerful Wave Runner 3 and take adventure out for a spin. Performance unequaled. Choose the Yamaha Superjet, the dominating force in solo watercraft. See it all today at Dick Lane's Yamaha on 71st in Broken Arrow and at Port Carlos on Grand Lake.
Don King, Mark Champion back with you on a cool night at Tulsa Speedway. Temperature in the 60s, mid-60s. There's Jerry Stone, car 24. We've talked about him a lot tonight. He's really had his problems trying to get through traffic, and here he
really gets high in that car up there in the what they call the junk. Way up there, right in the middle of that cushion. Of course, like I said earlier, it's a brand new race car, so might have some problems getting it set up completely like the way he wants it.
Here we go. 4 laps to go. Bob Ewell took the lead. And in lap number 4 and has not relinquished the lead, and he suffered through 3 yellow flags. Crawford has had to go through all kinds of traffic to get this close. And Tony Edmondson makes a pit. Also, 17 laps down, 3 to go.
Edmondson's trying to take over that second spot from Donnie, trying to take the low road around. I don't think Donnie's going to do it.
2 laps to go. Crawford now has to worry about second. Even though he'll finish, it appears, second, he will overtake Mike Peters and Tommy Estes Jr. for the season points lead.
Edmondson bumps him again.
Edmondson is in 6th place in the season standings, and this race will do him some good.
Crawford having some problems. Slow down coming out of turn 4. He might be losing his brakes. I just don't know. But here comes the checker, Don.
Bullet Bob Ewell from Forney, Texas. Tony Edmondson second. Donnie Crawford third. Charlie Frazier fourth. Aaron Lemons fifth. And Jerry Stone comes up to finish 6th. Great action here at the Speedway.
Woo! And
What a
ride.
Bob Ewell with a big win. He won the trophy dash. Looked like he had it set up coming into the main event, and he indeed did have it set up well.
You bet, Don. Well, I tell you what, here's this other bump now from Tony given to Donnie. It appears Donnie's having some car problems there. He slowed way down coming out of turn 4, as though he was either jumping out of gear or really having some problems. But that was quite a bump, again, by Tony Edmondson. But there's the winner right there, Don. 85, Bullet Bob Ewell from Forney, Texas. The Texans beat the Okies tonight, Don.
Bob Ewell finished 9th in the NCRA standings last season. Another Texan, Gary Wright out of Hooks, Texas, finishing 4th in the season standings with the NCRA Outlaw Sprint Car Division. So Bob Ewell holding off Donnie Crawford to win it, and we're coming back to wrap it up as Checkered Flag continues from Tulsa Speedway.